And there's one other thing. I think you're right about that, but there's one other thing that I wish I would have known before I started self-managing my own rental property. And that's that self-management is not the financially smart move that most people think it is. I've been on all sides of it as an investor, a professional property manager, and as a client of other managers for properties out of state. And there's one thing that took me a decade to learn, and that's that a good manager will usually make you more money. And there's two big reasons why. And it's not that clients can't figure out how to manage their property. Most are plenty smart. They just do the math and it makes no sense. So if you add it up, good manager here in Denver, $200 to $300 a month on average, all in after fees, everything. But what are the expenses of self-management? I mean, just QuickBooks. You get the version that the IRS that bundles everything up like the IRS likes, $60 a month. You get a lease update every few years from an attorney, something you would be crazy not to do in Colorado. That averages out to $20 or $30 a month. Just right there, you're almost halfway to what a manager costs. And then you've got to add in a little bit more vacancy, because a self-manager, they're not going to have the sophisticated paid marketing tools. They're not going to be Johnny on the spot with showings, so they're going to lose out to some faster landlords and managers. You add those in there, and most owners are easily net negative from where they would be if they just hired a manager. And, that doesn't even account for the biggest expense, which is the owner's time. If you make $100,000 a year for easy math, if you work full-time, that's about $50 an hour. If you spend 2 hours a month, which is very conservative, even for a professional property manager, coordinating vendors, researching regulations, dealing with tenant issues, whatever, most owners are going to be losing quite a bit of money self-managing. And the second reason is that having a manager can make you more money, is that they avoid the big mistakes that new landlords, even the smartest ones, are just prone to make. There's a learning curve there, and it's pretty steep. If you get involved with an eviction, nationwide, the average is $5,000 to $10,000. Colorado, it's quite a bit more. A compliance mistake and a lawsuit, break out your checkbook and clear your schedule. Those things are incredibly costly, and professional managers are just much less likely to make those mistakes. So if a good manager helps you avoid even one of those over the 10, 20, 30 years that you're going to own the property, they've covered their fee for years, not to mention you get all your time back. So that, I think, is why that statistically, most property owners, when they do hire a manager, they never go back to do it yourself.